Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout of the day for August 13th. It is a Thursday, so we're nearing the end of the week, so hopefully you've been having an awesome week so far, but have also been staying hydrated and cool. So today's workout is following the theme of yesterday as far as the choose your own adventure. In this case, you will choose not the reps, but more the time per interval it takes you to do the reps. We are, however, going to start today's workout with front squats. So, very similar to last week, we're going to perform 6 sets of 2 1 1/4 front squats. Your first 3 working sets will be done at 70% of your heavy front squat single you found 2 weeks prior. Then your second 3 sets will be at 75%, so a little bit heavier, okay? So the goal of the 1 1/4 front squat is to be comfortable in the bottom of the squat, coming up and out and back down while maintaining a proper front rack position. If you are at home, we're gonna do something slightly different than squats. Okay, because you can't go heavy, okay, we're not just gonna put a huge volume stimulus onto you while doing squats in the next part of the workout. Just doesn't make sense. So what you guys are going to do is 6 sets of 8 per leg of a single leg weighted hip lift, and then a 30-second Zercher carry or march in place. Then you'll take a 60-second rest. So for the 1 1/4 front squats, if you are in person, okay, we're going to take these from the rack. Right? Bar will be on the shoulders. You are going to raise the elbows as high as you can, pushing the bar back with your hands so that they stay on your shoulders. From here, you're going to descend in the bottom of the squat by breaking at the hips and the knees at the same time, and then working your hips back as you get to the bottom. Then you will raise 1/4 of the way, so just above parallel, come back down, come back up. So that's 1 1/4 front squat. Again, you will do 2. So again, the treble part, especially for the front rack position, is generally at the bottom. Right, so get comfortable shooting the elbows up, pushing the bar back towards your throat and towards your shoulders to maintain that good front rack position. As you go up, down, back up. Between our sets, we'll take about 90 seconds to 2-minute rest. We're expecting about 18 to 20 minutes of work here. If you are at home, we're going to do those single leg hip lifts. So you're going to grab your dumbbell or other weighted object. You come onto the floor. One leg will be up in the air. Other leg is down at the floor. You're going to put the dumbbell on the hip that is going to do the work. I'm going to raise my hip up in the air, keeping my hips level. Okay, so you'll notice that my hips are level and they're not rotating off to one side. Okay, so make sure both hips are square to each other as you go up and down. You are going to do 8 per side or per leg. From there, you're going to do your 30-second Zercher carry or marches in place. So Zercher carry, I will hold my dumbbell like so, or if I have 2 dumbbells, I can hold 2 dumbbells like this, with my shoulders held slightly down and back, and I'm going to carry my 30 seconds or march in place or march over an object. So the weight is trying to pull my shoulders forward here. I'm going to resist that ever so slightly. You don't have to resist it with max effort, okay? So you don't have to really over exaggerate it. You just need some slight tension in the back of the shoulder, okay, to set your position up correctly. Once you're done all 6 sets, we're then going to our sweaty portion of the workout. So here's how it goes. Every blank on the blank for blank minutes, you are going to perform 4 dual dumbbell thrusters. If you're at home and you don't have 2 dumbbells, that's fine. You can use 1 and you can switch arms every round. If you have like a bag or something similar, you can use like a bag or a weighted backpack, that's fine, or a cinder block. We're then going to go into 6 toes to bar, knees to elbows, or V-ups, something that you can do all 6 reps unbroken. Same thing with the dumbbell thrusters, some weight you can do all 4 thrusters unbroken repeatedly. And then 24 double unders, 24 single unders, or 24 hops over a line. So you'll recall that I said every blank on the blank for blank minutes because you get to choose how long your interval is. You have the option of 60 seconds, 75 seconds, or 90 seconds. Okay. So what you can do, what I might advise you to do, is do a practice round that allows you to gauge how long it would take you. And I want you to do it pretty quickly, okay, to know how long it takes you and how you feel after that body of work. Because then you can monitor how much rest you're going to have so that it can be repeatable during this every minute on the minute of choice. So again, you have the choice of 3 different time intervals, and you will go every minute, every 75 seconds, or every 90 seconds, okay, doing the thrusters, toes to bar, V-ups, and then the jump rope. Now, I say do the practice round because we want it to be sustainably challenging. We don't want it to be, you're doing work for 30 seconds and you have a minute off and it's not really challenging for you. Okay, so we want to pick the interval that challenges us a little bit, okay? But we can repeat it multiple times. So, the time domain, again, 60, 75, or 90. How many rounds you're going for? You're going for 10 rounds. Okay? So that can also play a role into what interval you're going to choose. Okay? If we do the math about how many reps we're going to do. Okay? So every 60 seconds, every 75 seconds, every 90 seconds, on the 60, 75, or 90 for 10 total rounds. Okay. What I would also, if you need help with the clock, okay, use a stopwatch or use one of the workout apps to do it every minute on the minute or every 90 seconds or every 75 seconds, or just write down 75 seconds on a piece of paper and then what would be after that and so on and so forth for 10 rounds. That way you don't have to try to do math in between rounds at all. Okay? So that would be my advice for that. Dual dumbbell thrusters will look like this. Both of the dumbbells are on your shoulders like this. We're going to squat and then we're going to launch, press up overhead, lock out. So dumbbells are over the torso, come back down, squat, come back up. Okay, so we're looking for in your squat to descend below parallel the entire time. Okay, make sure the elbows are just in front of the body so that you maintain a good front rack and the dumbbells don't pull you forward. It is helpful to rest the hex on your shoulder versus just hanging it down over here or off to the side or something similar. Okay, this will almost feel like you don't need to press very much distance compared to if it were down here or out to the side like this and then having to readjust as you go up and overhead. Then our toes to bar, knees to elbows, or V-ups. If you're doing toes to bar or knees to elbows, just make sure that we're getting behind the bar as we are doing so that can help bring our toes toward the bar by pushing down on the bar. When you are pushing your body behind the bar, think about pushing your hand down and in together. Okay, they won't actually move in together, but pushing down and in can help recruit the musculature that you need to get yourself behind the bar and help your toes or knees come up to your elbows or the bar. If you're doing V-ups, very similar, I want you to control the lower as you go up and down. So touching my toes, and then I'm controlling it back down or right back up. Okay, versus just flopping ourselves down and then trying to huck ourselves back up. See if you can control that lower a little bit, okay, while keeping tension in the midline. And of course we have our double unders or single unders. For your double unders today, okay, let's see if we can stay on our toes and channel all our energy into jumping up, okay, versus jumping around okay, and losing height because we're moving horizontally around the area that we are jumping. Okay, so you can channel it like you're trying to hit your head on the ceiling, jumping that high. All right, guys, that is our workout of the day. I hope it's a fun one, and have fun with the strategy and your approach, and have a great rest.